Share Yoga Vasisha. So we'll start today with reading this opening by Swami Lalitananda. And so the Yoga Vasisha can bring a complete transformation in human personality. Even like the beggar of old fairy tales who turned into a king when a charmed golden ring fell into his hand, just so, whosoever holds this book, turning the pages with an inquisitive mind and a heart searching for truth, will discover the infinite beauty of his inner self. Yoga Vasisha nourishes the soul and awakens a yearning for freedom and an exquisite peace unknown before. This unique book, par excellence, has been long awaited by advanced Vedantins and yogis of India, because it is only available in rare editions of the last century. And it is what the inquiring mind of the West has been desperately needing since they heard the remark of Schopenhauer: in the whole world there is no study so beneficial and so elevating as that of the Upanishads. It has been the solace of my life, it will be the solace of my death. There are few publications at present which are not sufficient to portray the total beauty and wisdom of Yoga Vasisha. His Holiness Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda, internationally known lecturer and writer of over 50 books on yoga and Vedanta philosophy, has been interpreting and commenting on Yoga Vasisha for almost 25 years. First in India for 9 years at the Yoga Vedanta Forest Academy, Shivananda Ashram, Himalayas, in Vedantic conferences in Amritsar, Ludhiana, and other parts of India, and also in Dedran Women's College. Since coming to the West, Swamiji has been lecturing in Puerto Rico for 6 years, followed by his weekly lectures here in Miami. Available on tapes and cassettes, these lectures are an undying treasure. We are presenting an abridged version of Yoga Vasisha in 2 volumes. The volume contains Vairagya Prakarana, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana, and a portion of Utpatti Prakarana. Please forgive my Sanskrit. I'm doing the best I can here. After a brief encounter with Yoga Vasisha, the reader will feel that all other books of philosophy have become like old crumbs on the table, while Yoga Vasisha stands like the sweet, vitalizing elixir of life. If I could have only one book for some extraordinary reason to read the rest of my life, I would choose Yoga Vasisha, just as King Shah Jahan had choice of only one type of food grain while he was in prison for life, and he chose the chickpeas because of its nourishment and adaptability to a variety of tasty dishes. Yoga Vasisha encompasses in its powerful literature the dramatic stories of the inner states of the mind, and like a brilliant advocate, presents its brief with convincing voice and expert phrasing, and with its mystic strategy convinces the mind to undermine its fancies and imaginations, leading to the realization that the world lies within the mind. Nothing is more inspiring and soul-stirring as when the mind lifts itself from the quagmire of false perceptions of the senses and sees the contents of waking, dream, and deep sleep as the refractions of the light of consciousness filtering through the layers of egoistic illusions. The awe-inspiring of the knowledge that you are not this body, not this mind, not this intellect, is uplifting and produces a vital change in the overall perception of the world. It is for this reason sages warn immature aspirants against the wrong interpretations of this grand philosophy. They emphasize that the fact that the wisdom of the Yoga Vasisha must be received under the guidance of an illumined teacher. For those who are endowed with a mighty strength of intellect and intense dispassion, Yoga Vasisha brings for them the clouds of mystic understanding that bursts into the flood of unique bliss. Due to the unfortunate lack of knowledge of Yoga Vasisha, the intelligentsia of the West have been unable to realize this vast treasure of profound knowledge that lies hidden in this great work. Because of this reason, the wisdom of Vedanta has not been deeply understood and assimilated by them. Yoga Vasistha, in its broad spectrum, encompasses topics such as the mysteries of the soul, death and reincarnations, the psychic powers, the mystic energy known as Kundalini, the subtle operations of the unconscious mind, which brings about repeated embodiments, and the techniques of spiritual inquiry and meditation. With his deft hand and eloquent pen, Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda gives to the world his most memorable writing that has been guarded as a secret mystic wealth by the sages of India for a long time. The greatest literatures of the world have always incorporated in their writings parables, illustrations, and stories to bring about a striking impression, even like that of a lightning flash upon the sleeping mind, in order that it may awaken sharply to the light of truth. But Yoga Vasistha abounds with these. It is to be noted that humor and wit permeate the writings and lectures of Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda. They are like the green creeper adorning the tree of liberation. A studious reader will meet for the first time a challenge to his intellect to discover the secret wealth of the self and to explore the mysteries of the mind. This book, written by Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda, presents you with the key to heavenly bliss and perfection, and every page of this book is filled with his blessings. May the golden sun of your eternal self rise from behind the horizon of distractions and mental limitations and encompass you in the greatest beauty and sublime love, which are the very essence of your real self. It's such an honor to be able to share this with you. Just reading that makes me realize how uncommon this knowledge is, this text is. Yoga came to the West this century, essentially. Well, I guess past century. And it's been wonderful for so many of us. And yet there's so many deeper aspects that the majority of us are not familiar with. And I hope that wherever you are in your searching, that this supports your path through yoga. We'll end here with a quick prayer. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnamudashate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnameva Vashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Thank you, and thank you to all of the masters who have brought us here.